Alright, so on today's video, this is going to be real simple. I'm going to go over basic trap bedding and what someone needs to do to have a real solid trap here. You know, most of the problems that I've seen people having are just caused by poorly bedded traps. And, you know, everybody's been through this, but poorly bedded traps cause a lot of problems. And so I'm going to show you how I bed a trap to where it's real solid and to where it doesn't cause me any problems. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and just make a fake dirt hole set. And I'm just using this piece of wood here as backing. And my dirt here in Missouri ain't very good, so I'm not going to go as deep as normal. Because I have a lot of rock and clay here. Okay, now let me set this trap real quick so I can show you something. This is one of the brand new Bridger dogless traps. I haven't done anything to it yet. The only thing is the pan sits a little high. But if you look here, the lowest point on this trap is right here. And so when I set this, if I have a flat bed dug, I've got kind of a teeter-totter. And so what I do when I dig my beds down, and for like a coyote, I'm going to come back, you know, a hand length away from the hole or so. And so I'm going to dig my bed roughly right here. Let's get these rocks out of here. Now normally I would be wearing some gloves here. For any of y'all that are wondering. While I'm bedding a trap, I would normally be wearing gloves. And so what I've done is I've made this a bowl shape. And I've dug this bed in a shape to where, you know, my chain's going to sit on the bottom. I've got a spot for my levers to rest on solid ground, and I'm pushing this solid jaw all the way back. And so I've already got 3 points of contact. This trap is already pretty solid. Let me flip up this loose jaw here, and then what I'll do is I'll take some of this dirt here and just kind of push it up, and I'll just push my loose jaw right down into it. So I've got a pretty solid trap already. Get back now. I've got a dog here. And then when I'm bedding this, I am just packing that dirt, pack, to make sure that, you know, when something steps on that jaw, get back now, come on. Something steps on that jaw or one of these levers, no movement. You can see I push, nothing. No movement. And so when you're bedding the trap, really only 3 things you have to worry about. Make sure the trap don't move, make sure the dirt don't freeze, and make sure dirt don't get underneath the pan. And I'm just using a paper towel here for simulation purposes. And I'll throw a 4th thing in there. Make sure you don't get any smell from your lures on your trap. Okay? So I'll just take this leftover dirt. Just kind of sift it right in there. And I like to just kind of get that pan to where I can see it real good. And let's go ahead and pack everything back down again. take just a little bit more of this dirt here just to kind of blend everything in real good. And I'll show you what I do with what's left here. Okay, so that looks pretty natural there already, but you know, you got to think when a coyote or a fox digs this hole, you know, you got these rocks here, you know, that coyote don't care if it's sloppy. You know, he ain't making this thing look all pretty when he's digging a hole. He's just digging a hole to stick something down in there. So, you know, all these clods and stuff that's left, I just kind of make it look like something's dug them back there, you know, just kind of scatter them out away from the trap, of course. And what that does is that forces my coyote to come in a little more on the side where my trap's bedded, where it's nice and smooth and everything. And so that's it. You know, we've got a rock solid trap here. And, you know, as long as the ground doesn't freeze, if you got freezing weather, of course you want to use antifreeze, but, you know, this trap could sit here forever like that. No problems at all. Feel free to comment or let me know if you have any questions or concerns or anything like that.